Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Bulldog Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Law. And today I'm sporting one of my Kid Rock t-shirts. Well, we have found out, they just lie and lie and lie. And the fact that it's just time after time after time, these political gangsters and half the public doesn't care. Joe Biden's administration said they had no idea anything going on about this Mar-a-Lago raid, so forth and so on. Well, it turns out that they were completely involved and approved it. Communication back and forth about these documents. And Joe Biden doesn't protect the executive privilege for Trump. It's truly amazing. It proves that this raid was the last gasp effort. The last gasp effort to try to get something on Trump. Last gasp. Well, lots of elections last night in Florida and New York City. One of those elections, Dick Chris won the Democratic primary against the agriculture commissioner. He used to be the Republican governor of Florida. He is now a Democrat, and he will be running against Ron DeSantis, and Ron DeSantis will clean his clock. Also, Matt Gaetz won his primary in Florida. Demings won the Democratic primary in Florida for the U.S. Senate seat, will now face Marco Rubio. By the way, Donald Trump was already bragging. He was 28-0 last night. All right, Biden. Biden is trying to do a deal with Iran that would give them $1 trillion through 2030. Obama and the Biden administrations do everything the opposite of what should be done. You have to ask yourself the question, why do they do everything that's the opposite of what should be done? And there can only be one answer: corruption to the core. You've heard me say this, folks. The amount of money that goes to bad actors and political gangsters, think of all the federal agencies and think of all those federal contracts and think of where they all go to. Same thing's going on in Kentucky. More on that later. Joe Biden is going to, as early as today, maybe take about $780 million, nearly $1 billion of student loans. Just wipe it off, forget about it. Dr. Fauci has said he wasn't wrong. It was the evolution of science. Isn't that a convenient excuse? The evolution of science. I can be wrong because I can just say, oh, it's evolution of science. I'll tell you what, as a lawyer in the legal profession, if you told your clients, well, it's just the evolution of law here. See how many clients buy that baloney. The IRS employees apparently are worried about their safety. Really? We're worried about our safety with you clowns carrying guns. Warnock, the U.S. Senator from Georgia, who Herschel Walker's running against, can't make it up, spent $61,000 of his campaign money on child support. Watch, nothing will happen. George Soros continues to back prosecutors that don't want to prosecute anybody. Again, ask yourself that question. Why? Why would anybody want to elect prosecutors that don't prosecute somebody? Again, corruption, chaos, anarchy. Makes zero sense. And last but not least, a sad story, but a story that proves my paranoid point. Remember, my brother Thad used to call me Noid because I was paranoid about electricity, paranoid about gasoline, paranoid about explosions. He nicknamed me Noid. I want to tell you something. A 61-year-old female postal worker broke down on a rural road, and she got eaten by a pack of dogs. I wonder if that started off with trying to pet. When we go on walks down our half-mile driveway, I always carry my gun. And I tell my wife all the time, and she teases me. She goes, "You worried about a panther or a bear?" And I always joke, yes, I am. Reality, I'm worried about a pack of wild dogs. They're out there, folks. They're out there in this community. There's packs of wild dogs. I think they hang out with the coyotes. But this woman was eaten by a bunch of them. So I will maintain my paranoia. This is the Bulldog every dog has it. I'm fired up today if you can't tell.